So continuing with our overview of the corkboard, there's also another way that you can change the look of your corkboard, and that's by going up to Scrivener here into the main Scrivener menu and going to Preferences. Now within Preferences there are obviously a lot of different things that you can do, but our interest right now is in the corkboard, and if you look here, we've got various different things that we can do that can change the appearance of our corkboard and of the cards that appear there. We can take the lines off the cards. We can allow a couple of lines for if we want longer, more space for our titles. We can choose to always show the synopsis rather than the image. So if you've got an image on a card, it will show the synopsis instead. Arrange the cards from left to right. So we can change the background pattern of the corkboard. So we can choose different ways that's going to look, even add a custom background should we want to. I actually quite like the standard corkboard. Again, we looked at the freeform in the corkboard options. We can change the look of that as well if you wanted it to look different. We can change the look of the cards themselves here. Red and blue, blue and black. I actually quite like the red and blue. It reminds me of the kind of old-fashioned standard index card. So I prefer that one. We can position the pin center or right. Status stamp opacity. I will look at that in another video. Basically, you can apply a status stamp that is stamped on top of the card. Might say final draft or to be changed or something, and that just changes the opacity of that. We can change the shadows that are thrown by the cards on the board. We can change obviously the font that the board uses, the index cards use. And then down here, this is quite useful. Double clicking the corkboard background opens a parent corkboard, creates a new card, or does nothing. By default, this will say does nothing. I quite like creates a new card. It gives you another way in which you can just quickly add a new document to your project. So now if I double click, it just adds a new card to my project. So that's basically what the corkboard preferences will do for you, just to help your workflow and just let things look the way that you'd like them to look. Okay, thanks.